Hello, my name is Flo, and this is the Grape Jelly Library. Thank you so much for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. If you are not yet a subscriber to my channel, please take a moment to do so now. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and we will be on our way to discussing all the fun books, all the scary books, all the sad books, the frightening books, the perturbing books, the books that cross lines, the books that agitate, aggravate, bring us joy, enlightenment, excitement, all the books. Just by hitting that subscribe button, all of that could be yours. I'm not kidding you. For real, friends. Yes, for real. Today's video is going to be colorful, dare I say, because we are going to do the Finally Fall book tag created by Tall Tales, and it is a quite cute, quaint, charming, fall, cozy, just wonderful tag. They did a great job with these questions, and yeah, I'm gonna answer them for you today in hopes that I can help you find your next read. Let's hope something in this stack of books catches your fancy. Let's do this. All right. Number 1, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. The book that came to mind instantly is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. This is the book that I picked up when I was 30. Oddly enough, it was one of the books that propelled me into reading, and I'll tell you what, wow, jackpot, because I fell in love with this book. Loved it. I have purchased this book and given it as gifts, but sadly enough, they do not find a fondness within the pages as I do. Yeah, I look at this book and I just, oh, be still my foolish heart. I just love this book so much. I have always loved this book. I don't know if there's actually a person out there who loves this book more than me. That's how much I love this book. Love it. I will never say enough good things about this book. Could never, because there's always something good to say about this book. But anyways, this book perfectly fulfills the answer to this prompt. In fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid scenic setting. This book is very descriptive. It describes scents, aromas, smells, sounds, sights. It's just atmospheric, and it is very, very vivid in its descriptiveness. If ever a book painted a picture, I have to say, book friends, for me, it is this one. Number 2, nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. Oh, you know, in my 30s, it just seemed like I was the Babe Ruth of book buying. Although I was in the practice of reading a book completely and then rewarding myself by going to pick out another book, it just seemed like each and every time I chose a book, I I hit a home run. And for me, the answer to this question would be The Darkest Child by Dolores Phillips. Has anybody read this book? This book I could not put down. This book, I remember coming home from work, could not wait to get home from work. You know, they say the key to happiness involves 3 key elements, and they are something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. I had all 3 of those in this book. I had something to do. I had characters that I loved, and I had something to look forward to. I could not wait to get out of work, to lie on the couch and do nothing but devour this book. So this is I remember this was my couch reading book. I think it was like September, October when I bought that. September. This book, I remember reading it in the car. I remember whatever my husband was doing. I had to wait in the car. I was waiting and waiting in the car. And I had this book with me, and I did not care. Wherever he was, whatever building he was inside of, I did not care if he was in there for 40 hours. Because, again, something to do, something to love. I love this book. Yes, I love inanimate objects. I do. Especially when they're books. And something to look forward to. I just couldn't wait to pick this book up. I was disgusted by this book. Disgusted. But not in like, yeah, I was gonna say not in like a repulsed way, but yeah, her mother was mentally ill. She loved her mother. I think her name is Tangi. I'm not quite sure because I read this book so long ago, but my apologies if I refer to her as that and it is not. But anyway, she loved her mother, but her mother had, you know, a few just things going on which made her it's unbelievable. Unbelievable, the actions that her mother took. 10 children by 10 different men. And I say this book because loss or grief. This child lost her childhood. She lost her sense of individuality. She lost her school years, her education, when her mom pulled her out of school to do adult things. She lost so much. Her sense of pride. She was ridiculed, you know, by the whites for the actions that she was forced to do by her mother. This book, yeah, if you have not read this book and you are looking for a book that actually will keep you going like this, because really, you cannot believe the childhood that this poor baby had. Yeah, it's a phenomenal book, and I highly recommend it. All right, number 3, fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. Okay, how about this one? The Monk of Mocha by Dave Eggers, or Eggers. I'm gonna say Eggers. That's a little bit more fun for me to pronounce. But yeah, this book taught me to stay curious, to seek things out. When you find something that sparks your interest, don't just let it lie there. Investigate, follow it, live it, breathe it, become it. And don't let money be your obstacle, because honestly, where there's a will, there's a way. So this started with a statue of a Yemen monk who was drinking a cup of coffee outside of a building. He walked out of the building and he saw this statue, and that's where it all started. His love of mocha. And he has done great things, and if you like coffee, I highly recommend reading this book. It is absolutely as gripping and cinematically dramatic as any fictional cliffhanger, says the Washington Post, and I agree. I love something that piques your interest and beckons you. It calls you forth. Investigate me, find out about me, explore me, and then see what you can do or make of me. I love it. It's charming. All right. Have we found the book for you yet? Okay, if not, we have 6 more. In order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with the people we love. Name a fictional family, household, friend group that you'd like to be a part of. Holla, holla, absolutely, positively. Ralphie. I love Ralphie. I love his mother. I love Randy. I love his father, the old man. Love. I want to walk in that house. Yeah, I want to be walking to school with him. I want to be in the classroom with him. I want to be decoding with Ralphie. I want to be changing tires with Ralphie and his father. I just want all of the life lessons. I want the Christmas dinner. That part didn't sit so well with me. The traditional turkey Christmas dinner, okay. But when the Bumpus's dogs, and if you have not seen A Christmas Story or read it, and you don't want spoilers, turn me down. But the Bumpus's dogs, many dogs, ate that turkey. And so they didn't have a Christmas dinner, but they did not let them stop them from sharing the love of family and having a good time. They went out to a Chinese restaurant and they ordered duck, and it wasn't something that they were too familiar with, but they had a great time nonetheless. And I just love this typical all-American, good-hearted family and group of kids that all hang out together, and it's just fantastic. I love it. Again, good times. All right. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall colored spines. Okay, I just went around and I grabbed some fall kind of looking books. Some I have read, some I have not, but it definitely will speak volumes as the type of reader I am. So we just picked those. Do you have any of these on your shelf? Have you read any of these? How's that for some fall looking colors, right? Okay, so I'm not going to get into any of those, but if you have a question about any of those books, feel free to comment, and I will do my best to answer that for you. Number 6. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling. By the fireside, share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. I chose this book. Grant Snyder. This is I never really was into, I shouldn't say I wasn't into. I should say I never really invested into graphic books. And I don't know. I think I just needed your good old-fashioned storyline. But I saw this book and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to step outside of my box. I'm going to do a thing that I haven't done, and I am going to grow as an individual, and I'm going to get this book. I will judge you by your bookshelf. Stepped out of her comfort zone, did a thing, and ended up loving this. This book will forever be one of my very, very favorite books. Anybody who is a book lover, I think, can relate to this book. To me, that's what books do. They educate, they transport, they soothe, they teach, they bring forth laughter and cheer, they manifest sadness. Yeah, that's what a book is to me. It's a creator of all emotions. And so I think it's a good thing to step outside of your safety zone and go exploring. So I don't think it's a very good thing to typecast yourself. If you love romance novels, by all means, read mostly romance novels, but it is good to step outside of the safety boundary box and, you know, explore other things. It is absolutely how we manifest growth. It is, as human beings. All right. 7, the nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. Dark and creepy is not even close to what this book is. Wow. Unbelievable. The One That Got Away, How I Escaped Death at the Hands of Fred and Rose West. Disgusting. It was a 16-year-old girl named Caroline Roberts. Yes. And she applied for a babysitting job for the Wests and then decided that she wasn't going to take it. She felt something a little bit creepy or off about them, so she wasn't going to take it. 1 month later, she was abducted by them, and they did horrible, horrible things to her. A shelf of mine came detached from the wall, and because of the slant that it was now on, some of the books fell to the ground. And when I went to pick them books up and put them in a pile, this was one of them, and I actually like stepped back and went because I totally forgot that I had this book. And I was like, oh no, I can't go there. My mind is not in that place, and I don't know that I can, you know, take my heart on that journey. It's absolutely disgusting. So I said to myself, like, why did I even buy this? But I know why I bought it, because the story is so, ugh. If you watch true crime or you read true crime, then you know what I'm talking about. Maybe one day, the thing is, I know once I start reading this that I won't put it down. But it's hard, it's so hard. It's so hard to go from being upbeat and happy to bringing yourself down to levels. Oh, God. Yeah. That's a deep, deep, dark book, for sure. All right. Number 8. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. All right, so I did read this, and it was absolutely true. It's Wintering, The Power of Rest and Retreat in Difficult Times by Catherine May. And it is a truly beautiful book, says Elizabeth Gilbert. And I, for one, am somebody who needs to learn the practice of rest and relaxation and quiet and calm. I absolutely need to learn that practice. And so for me, I'm going to say this was a very comforting read. An intimate, revelatory book exploring the ways we can care for and repair ourselves when life knocks us down. It's a great book, and it is definitely worth a read. Number 9, fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. Well, that's just not going to happen. As much as I can appreciate the beauty in that sentiment, for me, it's just not going to happen. No matter how much I love a book, I do not go backwards. For me, there's too many books out there that need to be explored, and no matter how much I loved a book, but I just don't go knocking on its door again. All right, number 10, fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. All right, for me, it's a lot of things. Accessories. It's good socks, a good pair of socks. It is a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, depending on the day of the week or the time of year. They have a lot of great, them screensavers that you can conjure up on, I think it's YouTube. You could actually type in, if it's the fall, pumpkin ambiance or holiday ambiance or cozy rainy night jazz cafe, and soft music will play in the background while it's like a big beautiful picture on your wall. Super cozy and warming and inviting. That is a requirement for me. I love to, when I'm indoors, I love to have that on in the background. I don't think I need a cozy blanket if it's the fall or the winter. Yeah, I need one of those. And a big soft billowy pillow. Yeah. So that would be my fall / winter accessories. A fun bookmark. Yeah. Other than that, it doesn't really matter where I'm reading, just that I'm settled, comfortable, and I like my surroundings. I like my atmosphere. Yeah, that would keep me reading for a good long time. All right, so it does not tell me to tag anybody, but I am going to tag. I have to tag Michael Romeo from Michael Romeo Talks Books, because he absolutely loves the fall, loves it. And I would be curious to know his answers to this. I am also going to tag, I'm going to tag, let's see here. Oh God, can I do this? Can I tag Pax Panic? She's a horror channel, but oh, what fun it would be to have her do a 360 and do this. So I'm going to tag her whether she does it or not. I am going to tag her because I think it would be super fun to see what her answers would be. So if you have not checked out either one of those channels, please go over and do so now and give them a subscribe. They work hard to bring us the books, and we love, love, love to see that. So until my next video, friends, know that I love you. Be well, be good, and be reading.